Check 1 2.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Chris, are you good?
I think we're live.
All right. Welcome to another edition of the 2023 River Falls High School freshman football season. We're live here for the first time this year at River Falls High School. That must be yours. Yeah. Today the Wildcats are facing the Old Abe's from Eau Claire Memorial High School. Last week's game, the Wildcats had their only appearance at UWRF David Smith Stadium, where they defeated the Hudson Raiders and brought home the mug.
Mug.
Oh, they're still excited, I think, a week later.
They are, yes.
Yep. So Jeff Johnson joined by Bo Herstein and Chris Larson here. In a nice and cool press box here at River Falls High School.
Cooler than last week, though, Chris, right?
Last week it was a sauna up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost feels air conditioned. It's not, but it almost feels that way.
Yeah.
The wind swung around. We got the wind coming out of the right direction today.
Comparatively speaking, for sure. Well, we got nothing on the Old Abe's as far as how their season's going. The Wildcats are 2-1. They got off to a bit of a slow start in their first game at Holman, but then they've bounced back with 2 victories since then, a nice road win at New Richmond, and then last week's win against their arch rival, the Hudson Raiders. So Wildcats 2-1, 1-0. I'm sorry, 2-0 in the Big Rivers Conference. And we'll see if they can get their third win in a row here this afternoon. Not quite as big of a crowd as we had last week.
No.
Doesn't look like.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, something about that 7 o'clock at David Smith Stadium that brings out the crowd.
Yep.
And Hudson as well.
Oh, for sure. Yep. We had a good crowd from both schools. This field here, in case this is your first time looking at this, it's how many years, guys? Probably 4
or 5,
maybe?
yeah.
This field's been here for about 4 years, a turf field, obviously, as you can see, and it's used predominantly for soccer games, and obviously the outside is used for our high school track meets, but we're using it for some freshman football, and also the JV football team uses it as well, and typically the varsity team will practice here on most days of the week. So the Wildcats have, I'm not sure if they won or lost the toss, but they are receiving.
State champion band out here practicing quite often as well. I live a couple blocks away, and we hear them just about every day playing out here.
And if you want to hear them again, tune in tomorrow night about probably 8 o'clock or so, 8:15. You'll hear them at halftime of the tomorrow night's high school game at David Smith Stadium. We'll probably get into that as the broadcast goes on. The varsity team looking to get back on a winning track. All right, kicking off for the Old Abe's, number 23 is Jace Larson. Kick is up, caught by, that's Cullen Johnson, number 4. Didn't get too far. Ripped down by the Old Abe's defender, and Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Looked like right about the 35, maybe somewhere in that range.
Colin might hear about that when he gets home later tonight.
Yeah, he didn't fall forward, did he?
Colin wearing number 4 tonight instead of the usual number 2. And the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. Lane Amadon at quarterback for River Falls. Lane's done a nice job the last 2 weeks and leading his team to a couple of nice Big Rivers Conference wins.
Looks like the ref wants to say something to somebody.
I don't know. I just heard someone scream, "What did I tell you?"
Yep, I heard that too.
Oh, they moved it to the 35. We don't have a chain gang out here right now. That's probably not a good thing.
Oh.
That's going to be difficult. They should probably mark that quick before they start playing, don't you think?
Yeah. There's the give to
That's
Helminiak, number 30. Max had a real nice game last Thursday night against Hudson. Gain of about 5, let's call it. 2nd and 5. Oh, now the chains are starting to get going here.
They're getting
them. Yep, slowly.
They're short a man still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have to need one more person.
You know, usually the JV or the varsity people that are out here watching as spectators handle that job, but the team meal's coming up, and I don't think any of these guys want to miss the team meal. So
No.
that's what it comes down to. Most of them are here. We're just going to watch the game for a little bit and then go eat.
Actually, they're right behind us, Chris. They're practicing right now. Still.
The JV guys are
Oh,
out there. That's
JV.
who's
Oh, is that the
holding
JV?
sticks. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
The
okay.
JV's
Okay.
off on Thursdays.
Okay.
So the varsity's practicing, and some of the JV guys are here to watch. And they're afraid of missing the meal, I think.
I'm
It's
sure.
about 3rd and very, very short here, right? Ball was at the 35, so it's got to be at the 45. It's very short here.
Amadon fumbles the snap, recovers it. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 2 yards to go from the Wildcats' own 43-yard line. Let's see what Coach Ryan Pahacek decides to do here.
Sure looks like he's going for it. He's keeping the offense out there.
Appreciate you tuning in on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. We have some early drama here. Wildcats going for it. 4th and 2 from their own 43. Pitch. Helminiak breaks one tackle. Short of the first down. Nice stand that time by the Old Abe defense, and Eau Claire Memorial will take over. 1st and 10 in excellent field position at the Wildcats' 43-yard line.
Yeah, not how they drew it up. You know, I think they feel pretty confident giving the ball to Hillmaniac and getting the yardage they needed, but just wasn't blocked very well, and he was met well behind the line of scrimmage there. Cats back on D.
We'll see if the Old Days freshman team operates similar to their varsity team. Varsity team throws a lot.
That's already a penalty. This has been a struggle here for the Wildcats so far.
You know, unforced errors, you got offsides, you got fumbling snaps, and not a good way to start.
No.
Nope. Lousy kickoff return. All right.
Any kick return that ends up north of the 25 and you retain possession is
Yeah.
good
I
kickoff
guess if you
return.
look at the bright side. You did not fumble or get hurt. Okay, 1st and 5 at about the 38-yard line. We'll call out some of these players here as the afternoon goes on.
Nothing doing there.
Nothing doing is right.
Hillmaniac,
That was
I believe, on the tackle
Yep.
was Max.
Yep. Bit of a fake throw, but gave it to the up back, and loss of about 3, so that'll 2nd and
8?
actually, yeah, 2nd and 8.
Something like
Yep,
that, yeah.
Yep.
7, 8?
Yep.
Hard to tell from up here.
Pitch that time and a
Oh,
fumble.
boy.
That was a forward pass, wasn't it?
It was a forward pass, and
Oh, I
ooh,
just say he's bobbled in it,
he
huh?
bobbled it. All right. You folks at home, feel free to comment on that. Big shout out to Punta Gorda Will here watching for another Fab Frosh game. I'm sure you're indoors watching at home in Punta Gorda. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, that was a catch and a fumble in my book.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But that's a fumble too. Picked up down by the quarterback, number 3. That's Marcus Holmberg. Marcus's brother Riley is the quarterback of the varsity team. I'm just assuming they're brothers.
Well, they only list one quarterback on their roster from the one I got. I didn't see anybody else was a quarterback, so it's kind of curious if something happens to him. What do they do?
That brings up 4th and long. Back to receive the punt for the Wildcats, number 8, Charlie Burke. 4th and 17. After that offsides penalty, they just headed the wrong direction.
Oh, scatter. Well, there you go.
Ball goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
So let's just reset because that's kind of where we took it over. So
Right.
Yeah.
let's just start over.
Yep.
New game now.
Yeah, looks like nothing happened.
Yep.
That was about a 15-yard punt. Just, I think, caught off the side of his foot and Wildcats will try again. 1st and 10. Let's see if they can have a little bit more of a clean drive this time.
Are you guys familiar with Punta Gorda, Will? Are you guys friends with him or anything? Know anything about him?
Yeah. His wife gave birth to me, actually, so yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Does he hang out at the horse track?
Not that I'm aware of.
A name like that, you'd think it'd be a guy that wears a funny hat and
Yep.
hangs out at the horse track.
Yep. No.
But it sounds like you do know him.
No,
well.
he's my dad. So, yep.
That's a great name.
Yep.
That was a nice run by Helminiak. Gets about 6 yards on that carry.
Yeah, watches a lot of Wildcat sports down there
Yeah.
with his numerous grandchildren.
He's always the first one on.
Yeah.
I think River Falls sports gets watched more in my parents' household than NBC sports. They're always
Up fumble. Recovered by number 74. That's Malachi Simmons falling on the ball, and that's a Wildcat turnover. Had a few of those this year, guys.
That's 2 in the first quarter. 2 fumbles. We get one of them. We got back, but trying to see if that was a center quarterback exchange or.
I think he just
2 and
tripped.
6. Yeah, I think he tripped too on the way
Yeah.
to hand off there.
Oh yeah, it did. Yep.
Kind of fell down as he tried to deliver the handoff there.
Well, 1st and 10.
Defense comes back out.
It's the pitch to number 14. That's Zach Johnson. Carries it for about, let's call it, 4 yards.
Charlie Burke with big tackle there.
You'll hear that name called a lot this afternoon. Charlie Burke, number 8. Plays both ways, returns punts. Doesn't come off the field much.
There's a good chance Charlie's the leading tackler in the JV team as well.
He sure had a lot the other night.
Yeah, he makes a lot of tackles. Safety spot.
2nd and 6. Holmberg takes the snap. Gives to the up back. Bobbled a little bit by Jace Larson, but he's brought down by
I think that was maybe
29, I think.
29, I think, Hopeful. Is that Nolan Hopeful?
that's
Sawyer Dice. Maybe
is
it's
that
28.
20. I think that's
Oh, maybe it was
28.
28. Maybe it was-
28.
yeah.
It is
It's Nolan,
hopeful.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you hate when your safety is the leading tackler. It's usually not a good sign of defensive success. But
No.
Typically that linebacker spot's a pretty good tackler, but Charlie's been making a lot of tackles. He's had a nice season playing JV football.
All right, 3rd and 6. Holmberg gives to,
That's a big guy right there.
that is a big guy. That's number 7, Mason Lauscher.
I think he's got it.
Finally brought down by a host of Wildcat defenders. But that's enough for a Old Abe first down. And they move the chains.
Losher's a big kid for a freshman. I'm kind of assuming all these guys are freshmen.
Yeah, the roster says freshman football, so
All right.
I think we'll
We'll go with that.
they have some big kids.
Some of them grow faster than others.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a Taco John's pretty close to Eau Claire Memorial High School.
Holmberg. The give again, the number 7, Lauscher.
Oh, that was a hold. There you go.
Lauscher, 1 missed tackle. Finally brought down by number 4, Cullen Johnson, but that's a gain of, let's call it,
It's going to be a hold.
2 yards, but it's coming back.
Yeah.
Johnson giving up a bit of a size advantage to the ball carrier in that.
I think Cullen was lucky. Hopeful kind of came over and helped a little bit too, and Cullen went low and Hopeful went high. And
Yeah, going
Give an
low,
assist.
that's the good thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, Wildcats will accept the penalty, so that'll make it 1st and, well, probably about
17-ish.
17-ish.
Oh, we're going back.
they're going to go a little more.
All right, yeah, let's make it another one. 18, 19.
Looks 20-ish to me.
Let's call it 20. 1st and 20. Holmberg.
Running outside.
Give to number 16.
Nice play.
That's Arlie Sanchez.
That's Hopeful again on the tackle, Jeff.
Yeah, hopeful. He makes a lot of plays. He's done that all 3 games so far this season, and on both sides. He's a kind of a good change of pace running back and makes a lot of tackles on defense. Kind of an undersized linebacker, I'd say, but
Mm-hmm.
He's aggressive. All right, second and long still. Holmberg. Good tackle that time by number 1, Riker O'Keefe.
A lot of wide receiver screens so far.
Yeah.
For Memorial. It's kind of been their only pass so far has been a wide receiver screen. Maybe they fake that one time and try to go deep.
As we're nearing the end of the first quarter, at about the 2-minute mark, 3rd and 15 yards to go here for the Old Abes. No score early here from River Falls High School. Holmberg looking deep. Pass in the air. Almost completed, but a little bit outside the outstretched hands of number 14, Zach Johnson.
Yeah, a little bit too much under that ball, and maybe not quite the high point that you're looking for on that leap either. Jumped just a pinch early, but I'm not sure if he would have got it had it been perfectly timed.
Pretty good throw for a freshman quarterback, though.
Yeah.
I'd say it was
all the way across the field, essentially.
Yep, gave him a chance. Okay, 4th and 15, even though the down marker says 3rd. Mr. Everson, there you go.
I think he's got to get off his phone. It might help him.
All right, Holmberg looking. Pass caught, but good tackle that time by Jack Visger. Pass caught by number 22, Grayson Gilliland, but that's short of the first down, and the Wildcats will take over.
Well, I think when that ball was thrown, Jack is like, this might be the easiest interception in my life. It was coming right towards him, and the receiver came in and filled in and caught the ball. But,
yeah, he did a good job of coming back to the ball instead of waiting for it. Otherwise, it might have been.
Yeah, Jack was looking at it. I could almost see his eyes getting big from here.
Yeah, my eyes were big here. It looked like, oh, this is going to be going the other way. All right, let's see if the Wildcats can execute a little bit cleaner of a offensive series here. Been stymied by a couple of fumbles early. That's Helminiak.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty tough running behind this offensive line. You know, you've got the big guy down there. You got Vorwald, you got Jonah Herstein, you got McKeon Grothwall, Asher Larimore, and Landon Linder. If you can play error-free football and hand the ball off to Max Helminiak and hand the ball off to Nolan Hopeful, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to just march the ball down the field. You just got to play clean.
Yeah, and if you compare where that group was in the Holman game compared to how far they've come along since, it's night and day. They've been outsized a lot, but they're still pushing forward, doing a good job. Amadon pass tipped that time. Get a receiver open, number 32, Cole Dykus. But that ball was tipped, and 3rd and 6.
Dykus was wide open. I was going to say at some point, I mean, they are really, really stacking the box here to the point where if you do a little bit of play action, you should get some guys open. Or you start working on a counter or something like that. It is 3rd down, despite the down marker over there again.
Yeah, he just figured it out. He might have the game on broadcast.
That's maybe
every time we bring that up, he changes it.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. We'll just have to remind him. All right, 3rd down, Amadon. Give to Charlie Burke, trying to get around the left end. Good pursuit that time by the Old Abe defense.
He's awfully close. I think he got it.
I think he's got it.
Yep.
Led by number 22, Grayson Gilliland, but, well, referees deciding. Yep, 1st down, Wildcats. And they move the chains eventually. See if we can get that down marker change. There we go. All right, 1st and 10, Amadon. Pitch. That's Helminiak. Good stiff arm. Run out of bounds near the 1st down marker. Call it about 2 yards short, it looks like.
Max Helminiak runs kind of hard, kind of like Charlie Burke does, boy. When they get a stiff arm, they're trying to throw guys down, aren't they?
I remember going to watch Max, I think when he was in 6th grade, playing flag football. And the way he was running and churning his legs, like I think kids were scared to go and try to take the flag off.
Yep.
The way he
Yeah,
was-
even in a flag game. Yeah.
yeah.
2nd and 2 for River Falls. Fake pitch. Amadon rolls right. Pass
Oh,
in and out of the hands of number 3. That's Luke Anderson. He had some green grass in front of him.
yeah. I think he was looking upfield, seeing what was in front of him first, and just didn't secure the football.
I'm sure we'll be talking about this every broadcast from now on. But Luke Anderson, the official all-time WIAA freshman record holder for longest field goal. Is that how many yards is that? That's going to get a little
43,
longer every
wasn't it?
time too. 43.
43.
I thought it was 43, but
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he buried a 40-yarder with about 6-7 yards to spare before the game. So it was no fluke. The pitch, Helminiak. And that's what, just like you said, Chris, he tries to run over the opponents and did a good job getting the Wildcat first down there.
Lowered the shoulder there, and the tackler will remember that one.
I think that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And your score, River Falls 0, Eau Claire Memorial 0.
Not a lot going on in that first half as far as offense is concerned. Both offenses have kind of struggled a little bit. Wildcats fumbled a couple of times, gave one away, and Memorial didn't have a whole lot to go off of either.
Yeah, it was pretty much played between the 50 and the 30
Yes.
on the River Falls side
Yeah.
the entire quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good for us because that's where our booth is.
Didn't have to move the camera much.
No, that
No.
makes it a lot easier,
No.
doesn't it?
Nope.
So tomorrow night, Cats back at home, back against back at Raymer Field, and got this Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe squad coming in. Jeff, have you done your research yet on tomorrow's game?
I have done a little bit. Yeah, the old Abe's throw, and then they'll throw some more, and then they'll throw again.
They throw quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, their quarterback is the leads the conference in yardage, in attempts, and completions. Their top 2 receivers lead the Big Rivers in receptions and yardage. So they're going to put it in the air a lot. Now, last week they lost to New Richmond. I think it was 31-7, and
Mm-hmm.
New Richmond had almost 400 yards rushing.
Okay.
So I would assume the Wildcats will try to exploit that, but some teams have done a good job, at least the last 2 weeks, stopping the run. So we'll see how they adjust tomorrow. Helminiak, patient, nears the first down chain. Let's see, maybe about a yard short. Good job by the Wildcat offensive line there.
Feels like when we need yards, we like to run to the left with freshman football.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Vorwald is? Isn't Vorwald on that side?
That's Landon, I think. That's his side.
Okay. I was thinking Landon and Sean were over there.
He might be. I'm not
I
sure
can't
honestly
remember.
who the guard is. It could be him.
Yep.
Pitch right that time. Helminiak breaks a tackle. Plowing forward, gets past the first down marker, and the Wildcats will get a fresh set of downs here. Ball still inside the 35-yard line, so see if we can.
Get hopeful coming into the game
Yeah.
for Helminiak.
Like we talked earlier, he's kind of the Wildcats change of pace back. Definitely has a lot of speed. Hopeful. Plows forward for a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Running right behind his center, number 54, Jonah Herstein.
I'm guessing that we are maybe setting up some kind of reverse counter thing coming up because it's just run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the middle. I think it's going to be there if we do that at some point.
Yeah, either that or we're trying to get a little bit closer to field goal range.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that might be it, too.
I think he's in the range right now, isn't he?
2nd and 7. Oh. Amadon rolls right, pass caught. That's number 3, Luke Anderson. in the biggest pass play of the game so far for the Wildcats, and that's another first down.
Kind of a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield with the where the quarterback was going, where the running back was going, but Amadon did a nice job rolling out to his right and finding Anderson wide open for a nice gain.
And the pass protection kind of funny there, too. They brought Landon Linder from the left tackle side, and he pulled, came all the way around, and was protecting in front as Amadon rolled out.
First and 10. The pitch to Hopeful. Tries to get around the left end. Good tackle that time by number 8. That's Trent Fulpel. Short gain. Second and about 9. Helminiak back in the game. The crowd's kind of picking up here. Bleachers are nearly full on this side. Second and 9. Amadon rolls right again. Looking for his receiver. Hits the up back. That's number 33, Bo, Ethan Johnson.
Ethan Johnson. Yep, I think that lost us a couple of yards, unfortunately.
I think he was looking to go a little bit deeper, but the deep receiver was well covered. And you're right, we're at 3rd and 10.
Four down territory here. Well, maybe
Well,
not.
maybe
Well,
not.
the kicker, you never know.
Yeah, you got a kicker.
He would be going into a breeze. If there is wind out there, it is into the breeze, I believe.
Be about a 35-yard field goal or so from there. Amadon looks, caught. O'Keefe breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Riker O'Keefe with the 18-yard touchdown reception, putting the Wildcats on the scoreboard at River Falls 6, Eau Claire Memorial 0.
Doesn't matter what direction the wind's coming from now, does it?
Nope.
No.
O'Keefe made a couple of nice moves there to get into the end zone.
Luke Anderson attempting the extra point. O'Keefe will hold. Snap. He's going to run with it. O'Keefe looking. He's got his receiver open in the end zone. Touchdown, or 2 points, I should say, for Chase Radloff.
Looked like he was going right away. I know the ball was a little bit low, but it looked like he was going in right away, right?
Yeah, maybe that was designed.
Yeah.
Looked pretty designed to me.
Well, the fact that Radloff was, I believe, on the left side of the line of scrimmage and rolled all the way to the right.
Yes. Yep.
It looked a little too orchestrated. But we'll take it. That makes the score Wildcats 8, Old Abe's 0. Big target, Chase Radloff.
Is he about 6'3", Jeff? Somewhere in that range?
I
6'4"?
would
Well, he's
say-
probably 6'4", 6'5", isn't he?
I bet he's closer to 6'4", 6'5". I don't think he's done either.
Yeah, they don't put those height and weights in the freshman
No.
lineup cards.
That's probably some of them probably appreciate that too.
I think so.
That they don't put them in there.
They want it on there.
I'm not sure my kid does. Got a few tiny ones on the sidelines, but Anderson, nice kickoff down to about the 12-yard line.
Ooh.
Old Abe's trying to get a return going. That was number 14, Zach Johnson, but he stopped at about the 25-yard line.
Ethan Johnson with a really nice tackle getting down on coverage there.
Well, let's see if the Old Abe's can get something going here before the half. As they trail 8-0. Give to the up back. The big up back. That's number 7, Mason Lauscher. That's one you don't see very often. A running back / defensive lineman.
No, you don't. Lauscher is definitely a big person.
Gained about 6 yards that time. 2nd and 4. Lauscher. Nice low tackle that time that was Jack Visger, number 15.
Lauscher does not try to make anyone miss too often. He just runs straight ahead, and
Yeah,
he'll run you over if he has to.
doesn't need to.
No? He's one of those fall forward kind of guys.
Clock moving, under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. River Falls 8, Eau Claire Memorial 0 from Wildcat Field. Holmberg decides to keep it. Good tackle that time by, let's see. That was Helminiak along with number 33, Ethan Johnson, I believe.
Looked like they were trying to set up that wide receiver screen again, and Charlie Burke came running in from a safety spot, and I think Holmberg saw that and said, I better not throw it there. That might not end well.
That would not have been a good ending, you're right. 2nd and 4. Holmberg, the pitch. Got away with a bit of a hold there, I think.
I think he did too. I think the corner got held a little bit there.
Nevertheless, good tackle. Short of the first down. 3rd and right around 2 or 3 yards to go.
Still a lot of clock here if we can get off the field.
Oh, there
No,
it is.
that doesn't help.
Yeah, Memorial's really been pushing for that, trying to draw that offsides penalty, and sure enough, they got it in a key moment right there for the first down.
No, he gets to come over to the sideline.
Yep. Have a little conversation.
That's a ticket to the sideline right there.
Unfortunately.
Clock moving at 2.5 minutes, just shy of midfield, first down for Eau Claire Memorial. Holmberg looking deep. He's got an open receiver. Caught by number 14. That's Zach Johnson for a Eau Claire Memorial touchdown. No flags.
That was a really nice touch pass there.
Yeah.
Just threw it up.
Couldn't have thrown it better. Hit him in stride. And great catch and just a race to the end zone from there.
That makes it 8-6 Wildcats. I'm assuming they're probably going to go for 2 here, and I'd probably give it to, if I were doing it, I'd give it to Lauscher right up the middle.
That would seem to be the thing to do right now. He is in the backfield. Split left of the quarterback, Holmberg. Lauscher up the middle. Nice job by the Wildcat defense, stopping him short of the goal line. And the score remains River Falls 8, Eau Claire Memorial 6.
Kind of see who was in on the tackle, Jeff. That was a whole host of Wildcats.
A lot of them.
Yes. That was a nice job.
Cody Olson, Jacob Range down there on the sideline.
I thought you were going to say they were on the tackle. I was going to say, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, that explains how they got him short.
Well, that's
maybe.
true. Yeah, it might have something to do with it.
Yeah. Nice of those guys to come down and support the freshman Cats. I'm sure we'll see more of them later.
I think the pasta hits the table in 15 minutes.
Okay.
You won't see
You
them
won't
later.
see him then.
Maybe you won't see them.
No.
Never mind then.
If they're not here, they're not coming.
That's right. That's 5:30, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, 2:09 left here in the second quarter. Wildcats still lead by 2 points. See if they can get something going here.
Looks like that's Jace Larson kicking off.
Short kick. Picked up by...
I think it's Jack Visker.
Was it? Okay.
Yep, you're right.
15, yeah.
Yep, that was Visger. Not bad field position. They usually start out every drive around the 35-yard line, it seems. So, do we have some timeouts left, guys? I assume.
I think we have 3.
Yeah, I don't recall calling any.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Today's game sponsored by the First National Bank of River Falls. First National Bank with locations in River Falls, in Prescott, and on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Thank you for supporting all Wildcat sports on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Tonight I believe we have some volleyball, right, on the
Yeah, I think so. At New Richmond, I
on
think.
the network.
Yep.
7 p.m. Looking to get back on track. The Lady Cats. Burke. Heads up field. Just shy of the first down, it looks like. Well, actually, it's the first down. Okay. Good spot.
It must have been a really good spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like he was short, but that's a good spot. Clock is still moving. Try to go a little quicker here, I suppose.
Yeah, Charlie Burke's a good guy to get the ball to if you need to score quickly. Had a big catch Monday night in the JV game. Kind of similar to that Eau Claire Memorial, except for it was right down the seam. But just a big touch pass and hit him in stride and ran to
There's
the
a
end
little
zone.
Wildcat.
There's
with Burke.
Burke right there. Yep. Gain of about 5 yards. Clock still moving. 1:23 left here in the second quarter. Second and about 5 yards to go. Cats still huddling. They do have all 3 timeouts left. Give to the up back. Helminiak breaks one tackle. Plows forward for a first down. That stops the clock at 50 seconds left here as they move the chains.
All right.
Timeout. Wildcats. That's their first of 3 timeouts for the half. And Bo's trying to take a window out there. Nice.
He's a man of many talents.
You just lost your program.
No,
His program just decided to fly away.
I
Yeah.
was moving stuff around and
Yeah.
That's a little easier to see now. That one window was a little dirty.
You just
We
gotta-
should come up here and clean them. What do you think?
be a good job
Yeah.
for you.
Thanks.
You gotta make sure you get them back in now.
Yeah. That's going to be, well, it's fine.
Just leave it.
Soccer's coming.
Yeah. They are actually.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. I believe right after this game.
I think I can get them back in.
All right.
Not too concerned.
All right. 50 seconds left, first half. Cats lead at 8-6. Bit of a drive going here at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers split out left. That's Burke and O'Keefe. Burke in motion. The fake handoff. Amidon looks. Toss pass to Burke. Really nothing going there.
Is a fumble or
And a
kinda-
fumble, yeah. Well, the referee's saying it's
Saying it's
down. That was close, too. Wildcats call timeout with 38 seconds left.
Yeah, probably would have been better off just to drop that one.
Yeah.
Probably.
We saved about 5 seconds.
Yep.
Maybe.
End of timeout.
Keep in mind, we're getting near field goal range here, boys.
That's right.
I think we are in, aren't we? It's got to be close enough.
This would be a 55-yarder,
Yeah.
which would break his own state record for freshmen.
Pretty steady breeze in your face. You can see down in the left lower corner that flag blowing.
Yep.
It's horizontal for sure.
Yeah, I'm not doubting him. I'm not going to doubt Mr. Anderson. His last field goal, I remember, was at the end of the first half in New Richmond. On a grass field, mind you. All right, 2nd and 8, 38 seconds left. Burke in motion. Amadon
He is
brought down.
He had no time there whatsoever.
Nope, that was number 52, Caleb Luoma, with the sack, and now Memorial calls timeout. Interesting.
Yeah.
3rd and forever here.
Very, very well-timed blitz. I guess they are thinking they're going to get the ball back and get a shot here, but
He was not touched at all and blitzed right up the middle.
I think if it was 4th down coming up, it would make a lot more sense than it does in 3rd down.
To call that timeout.
Yep.
Well, we'll see.
Aggressive coaching.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. I mean, that's one of the fun things about freshman football. You said right at the beginning, you don't know much about Memorial. No one's going to write a newspaper article about this game today. So if you want to try some stuff at a coaching level, this is the place to do it. It's kind of like a laboratory. You can do some things. We see a lot of going for 2 that you wouldn't see in a lot of other places, and you see a lot of going for it on 4th down that you wouldn't see in a lot of other places. And that's the fun part about this level of football is you can try things, and if it doesn't work, it's okay. Some parents probably get mad, but that's about it.
Yeah.
They're always mad.
And who cares about that? I certainly don't. All right.
Another
Amadon
blitz.
rolls right, and that's why they called timeout, I guess, Chris, because
the
they
timeout looks really good now.
brought him down, and timeout with 19 seconds left.
That was that same blitz right up the A gap. Kind of watching that a little bit, and the center went over and took a guy, and guard went over and took a guy, and he came right up the middle.
Yeah.
He was not even touched.
They're coming from the edges, too. They're coming from everywhere.
Well, 4th and right around 20 yards to go here. Obviously, we're in a very likely punt situation here.
Would think so, right?
Yeah. Would really be surprised to see him go for it. But like you said, Chris, it's freshman football, so who knows? Maybe.
And you almost may look at it as, where the ball's placed, maybe you just go for it here and not worry about getting a punt blocked, and that looks like what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're going to go for it just to kind of take that potential.
Well,
Yeah, I
actually,
think you're wrong.
how many X the
they
punter?
are.
Yeah, I
they're
think he's
lined up.
punting. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just going a little too far back.
No, he could run too. Who knows?
True.
Nice punt by Helminiak. Hits at about the 20-yard line. Don't touch it. Just let it go. Now it's finally touched with 9 seconds left.
That was the best outcome we could have there.
Yep.
Pulled about almost 15 seconds off the clock and puts the football deep.
Let's get everybody back here.
So I think Memorial's got 1 left.
Yes, I believe you're right.
So if they can get maybe 20 here and try to pull something off from there. 9
Wildcat
seconds
short a
left.
guy that
Got the Caleb Kroll running in there, number 11. Looks like Memorial short a guy too.
Wildcat safeties aren't back as far as I would have guessed. And we have movement. False start on the Old Abe's.
You got the Johnson kid back there and Charlie Burke. You don't need to be back too far. Those guys are fast.
Yeah, one of them is. All right. Now what do we got?
Another whistle.
Another false start.
Wow.
Well, at this rate,
I think the kid who's false starting might be coming out now. I think they're saying
he only
that's
gets
enough.
He only gets 2 tries.
Yeah, I
and-
think that might be
yeah,
enough.
Yeah. We're not going to identify him. There's a couple kids coming out actually.
Yeah, a
Maybe
couple
it's like
come
both
out.
of them out.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe each had one.
Keep your hand in the ground. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Takes
Well,
a
there you
knee.
go.
Not sure that was the original plan, but it is now. So Holmberg takes the knee, and we are now at halftime here at Wildcat Field. Your score: River Falls 8, Eau Claire Memorial 6, and I'd call it a sloppy first half. Probably.
Very sloppy. Yep, I'd
Yeah.
agree.
But we have another half to go here. These half times are quick, 5 minutes. So let's
I think we just take a break.
take a break here for a few minutes, and we'll be back. All right. We're back. Back here from... Oh, you want to turn that up just a little bit, maybe?
How's that?
Yep, that's
A little better.
All right, kick goes to number 14. That's Zach Johnson. And he's brought down at about the 32-yard line.
It was. I had Ethan Johnson and Nolan Hopeful on tackle there,
All right.
combining together. I see Sawyer Dice going into the game.
Chase Radloff in, number 21. Got a few different players in.
Yeah, I see 45, Max Dolman. 24,
Cade
Kate
Beeman.
Beeman.
Yep.
Riker O'Keefe.
Holmberg. Pass. Almost knocked away by O'Keefe.
Keep going.
He
Oh,
blew,
he
blew
boomed
the
down?
whistle.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I said, I know he didn't step out of bounds.
Not certain he was down either, but we'll
There's
take it.
There's a flag down.
Oh, there's a flag. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's a flag, maybe a illegal block or a hold or something. I think it was a wide receiver blocking for that screen pass.
They shouldn't call the play dead because of that, though, should they?
I don't think so. No, not sure why that went dead.
He had him grabbed. I mean, obviously he got out of it, but the result with the holding call wasn't going to be any different whether he ran down the field or not.
Forward progress. All right, 1st and 20, Memorial. Holmberg drops back, goes to that same play where they got the touchdown earlier, intended for Johnson. Charlie Burke in on the play.
Yeah, and if Burke didn't come over there from the safety spot, it might have been a similar result.
Yeah.
He had his guy beat.
Yep, same play, looked like to me. Same receiver, Zach Johnson.
And we talk about throws. That was a nice throw.
It's a long throw, isn't it?
Yeah, a real long throw for a freshman to make like that.
Yep.
2nd and 20.
Fourteen's way out there again.
Holmberg rolls right, keeps it. Brought down that time by
13 out there. That's 13, and that's 28, I believe.
13 is Xavier Zuber. 28's Hopeful.
Oh, that was 11. I'm sorry.
11. Okay.
That was Caleb Kroll.
Caleb Kroll. So let's call it 3rd and... Boy, it's a ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
3rd and 21, I would call it.
How about officially 23?
All right. I
You're
eyeballed
close.
it.
You're right there.
You counted, I eyeballed.
Oh, I just looked at the scoreboard.
Oh, that works
All right.
too.
Holmberg passes over the middle. Caught by Johnson. Brought down by Hopeful. Got some of it back there, a good chunk of it, but that makes it 4th and about 7 yards to go. Let's see what the Old Aves do here.
Moving personnel in and out like they're going to punt.
It looks like they got a punter back there.
Back to receive is number 8, Charlie Burke, if they do indeed punt. Watch the fake is what I just heard. Left-footed punter. High kick. Burke gets away from it, takes a Wildcat bounce, and is down at about the 41-yard line. Good field position for River Falls as they take over their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 7 minutes exactly here left in the third quarter. River Falls 8, Eau Claire Memorial 6.
We'll see what adjustments they made potentially to this blitzing attack by the Old Aves. Well, we're going to have to call timeout or we're going to get a delay of game.
5. Yep.
You know, that's. I think we talked about this before, Jeff. That's kind of one of the things you get with freshman football, where you're trying to incorporate a lot of different guys into the game, and sometimes we're not sure who's in and who's out.
Yeah, for a lot of these kids, it's, I think most of them probably played middle school football, but being organized at this level is something that's new for a lot of these kids, and get a lot of mistakes like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We've seen them on the other side of the field, too.
For sure.
By Memorial.
Yep.
All right, 1st and 10 after the Wildcat timeout. Amadon. Memorial showing blitz. Amadon rolls right, looks for his receiver. Caught by Anderson. Breaks a tackle, steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line, but that's a Wildcat first down. Nice pitch and catch from Amadon to Anderson.
Yeah, they showed that blitz up the middle there.
Yep.
Didn't get there that time, and their Cats are working that outside.
You know, if they're going to continue to do that, so you start changing up the count too, going on 2 and 3 and trying to get a hard count.
Helminiak. Nothing much there. Good tackle that time by number 74. That's Malachi Simmons. Short gain, 2nd and about 8.
I think the Cats they're feeling confident about this play. I just heard the coach say, we're hopeful, 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 hopeful.
You're really excited about this one, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very confident.
At least hopeful of it.
Yep. Helminiak came out. He's got a little blood on his elbow. Hopeful to replace him.
And there's you go. There's the hard count you get.
Encroachment Memorial.
And that'll slow that blitz down, too, if you can do that a few times.
Yep. Bringing a whole new defensive line.
Yeah, he was done with that.
Yep.
Head coach Derek Bills says, you know what? We're going to try 3 new people.
Some fresh ones in there.
Hopeful. Trying to get outside. Hogtied by number 52, Caleb Loma, but that's enough for a River Falls Wildcats first down.
Another way to catch them off guard, too, is going a quick count, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe even a silent count where as soon as the quarterback puts his hands underneath the center and center just snaps it, and you go. Probably not something you practice very often on the freshman level, but
No.
it's a way to get off before they're going to start blitzing.
1st and 10, River Falls. Amadon gives it to O'Keefe, trying to get her on the right. 10, 5.
I think he's just out.
Knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Nice misdirection play that time by the Wildcats with the give to O'Keefe, and he almost got it into the end zone, guys.
It's kind of the one I was talking about when I was saying, hey, we're going to try some counter reverse. I saw him before the game kind of working on that play, and I don't think I've seen that before. Have you, Jeff?
No.
So I think they were working on it a little bit before the game. So that's kind of what I was thinking, is that kind of counter play.
It's a great play at any level, but especially at this level when you've got linebackers that are over pursuing. That's how you stop that pursuit.
I would assume we'll see some Helminiak here, and we do. Max Helminiak into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 1-yard run by Helminiak. That makes the score. River Falls 14. Eau Claire Memorial 6.
It's like about a 1 minute and 49-second drive there. Still 5:11 left. Wildcats will go for 1 here.
Luke Anderson in for the extra point. Be a little surprised if they do their second consecutive fake, but we'll see.
Yeah, this will make it a 2-score game if they can kick this through.
Low snap again. Good hold. Kick is up, and it's good. Good job by the holder, Riker O'Keefe. Able to get his hands on a errant snap, and Luke Anderson keeps his poise and knocks it through.
A couple of those snaps have been low, so I think that's definitely one thing the coaches might start working on a little bit more. Just spend about 5 minutes before practice just snapping that thing back and forth.
And it's something you can do, if you're not out there when if you're working on defense and you're not on the field, standing on the sidelines, you can talk and ask somebody what's for lunch the next day, or you can work on some of those snaps.
I'd say work on the snaps. What do you think?
Be helpful.
I'd say stare at your phone. I think that's
Well, yeah, we.
That's where the good stuff
because
is.
kids don't really do enough of that.
No, they don't spend enough time on their phones.
No. I've always maintained that.
Right, Mr. Halling?
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough time on their phones.
More screen time, the better. Yep.
Well, there's a reason they don't put pockets in football pants.
I like it a lot.
Anderson. Off we go. Nice kick. Caught by Johnson at the 10-yard line. Trying to get outside. He's got plenty of room out there. The kicker, Luke Anderson, makes the touchdown-saving tackle at about the 46-yard line, but that sets up the Old Abe's in excellent field position here as they start out their next drive with 5:01 left here in the third quarter. Lost some, had some over pursuit there, I think.
A little bit, yeah. I think they kind of all thought he was going to be going to the left. He ended up zagging to the right, and we didn't have guys there to stop him.
Stay in your lanes.
Stay in your lanes. Yeah, that's. We start talking about that at the first grade level, and
Well, usually they have a guy kind of back a little bit that's protecting the outside. I don't know if they had that on that one.
yeah, that was the kicker.
As I said, that was Luke.
True.
Lauscher. Whoa. Runs over the Wildcat defender.
Lowered the boom there. We talked about Helminiak doing that.
He'll feel that tomorrow morning. Gain of about 8. Sets up a nice second and short for
Run off the field, boys. Yep.
Memorial. The handoff breaks one tackle. That's number 23 with the carry, Jace Larson. And that's enough for a Memorial first down. Once the chain gang figures that out. Guys, go ahead.
Zach Johnson here nearest to the sidelines. I wonder if they're going to go up to him again.
Instead, they pass to the short back. That's Gilliland. Pushed out of bounds by Charlie Burke. It's a little bit shy of the first down. I'd say maybe, let's call it second and a long 2.
Oh, that's a hold. Holy smokers.
There's another hold. It was either that or he took a while to get the flag out of the pocket. That was number 16, Arlie Sanchez with the run, but it's all coming back.
They got the chains
Moving
moving.
the chains, yeah.
Yeah, you can't move, guys. That's
Now we got some trouble.
yeah. Now we're not sure where the ball was, right? Probably look back here.
Might have to go to replay, Bull.
Yeah, I'm looking back. It was about the 37. I think it was on the 37.
Yeah, it's right where the referee's standing. So
Yep. He knew.
he knew that they'd mess up.
The JV game on Monday, we were about a yard short, and the chain gang just picked up and moved, and the side judge looking at him like this, and everybody else just went with it. So we got a free first down out of it.
Nice.
But he's literally looking at those guys like, "What are you doing?"
Yep.
And they just picked up and moved. And at this level, again, a lot of the times you just got, just whatever kids are standing there, they hand them the sticks. And when you have that situation, mistakes are going to happen. And
Makes you appreciate our varsity crew that we've had in River Falls for how many years, Bo?
Boy, they've been there, 30 years.
yep.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys. A few new ones every once in a while to replace the guys maybe retiring. But
Who are the constants? Probably Jeff Bjork, right?
yep, he's always out there.
Jason Salmon.
Jason Salmon's always out there. It's about 1st and 20. Or second. Well, first, I guess. I thought it should have been second, though, right? They run a play earlier?
Yeah, this should be second down,
I think it should be.
but instead it's first. Pass up in the air. Cullen Johnson intercepted. He's still in bounds. Eludes one tackle. Still on his feet. Still going. 40, 45. Breaks another tackle. Cullen Johnson with the interception and nice run nearing midfield for the Wildcats.
Doesn't matter what down it was now.
That doesn't
No,
matter, does it?
no.
No?
Cullen's fired up down there. We'll be hearing about that for a few days.
Don't forget to bring up that run back.
That was a good run back.
No. The run back on the kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
If he gets too big of a head.
Yeah, we still got that in our back pocket.
No, he's used that when they start getting a big head.
Yeah, nice.
It was a nice interception.
Yep, good job tracing the ball. And
Probably some excitement at Punta Gorda Will's house.
I hope he's watching. We'll see if he comments in here again. But, yeah, great play by Cullen Johnson. Puts the Wildcats in some nice field position. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Blitz again. Hilminiak. Old Days have done a nice job bottling up Max Hilminiak today for the most part. He's broke off a couple of 10, 15-yard runs, but had a few of those too.
So we got 5 guys on the line of scrimmage, and then their linebackers are creeping in, aren't they?
Yep.
Is that 6 guys? 5 guys on the line, and then their linebackers coming up.
Hilminiak breaks a tackle. Nearing first down yardage. And that's a Wildcat first
We're
down.
giving it to him.
And those linebackers come up like that. If you can get to the second level, there's nobody home.
Yep.
So you just got to get past that first wave, and there's going to be some space there for you.
Thanks for tuning in. Punta Gorda Arlene says, great interception, Colin. So they're watching. Takes a lot of endurance to watch an entire freshman football game.
There's
Tell me
6
about
guys on the line of scrimmage right now.
Amadon gives to
There you
Helminiak. Breaks a tackle, breaks another, runs over a defender, still going. Finally brought down inside the 20-yard line. Wildcats in that Sunshine Fund red zone. First down, River Falls. That was all Max right there, guys.
Sure was. Got past that first line like Chris was saying.
Then it's just time to drag some D-backs.
Yep.
Those are the guys with the smaller numbers and the smaller bodies.
Amadon fake pitch, rolls left, little jump pass. Anderson wants the catch, and looks like they're going to give it to him.
Felt like that hit the ground, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, let's see.
No, I think it's
Well, either way, it's second.
it's second and 10. Either
no
way.
matter
Yep.
what.
Yep. Whether you caught it or not.
1:11 left here in the third quarter. River Falls leads Eau Claire Memorial 15-6. Next Friday, we head to Superior. We'll talk about that as the game goes on here. Nice short jaunt. near Canada.
Doubleheader?
Yeah, doubleheader. Amadon, again, rolls left. Pass thrown behind the intended receiver, number 8, Charlie Burke. That brings up a 3rd and 10. Yeah, next Friday we'll be doing a doubleheader. I think you're going to have to listen to the three of us for both games. First game at 4 p.m., the freshman game. And then the second game will be the varsity game at 7 p.m. You guys been to that stadium up there?
Yeah.
Chris, have you been there?
It's been a while.
Okay.
Probably 5-6 years. But
I've never been there.
Yeah, you have. Didn't we?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't there for that?
No.
We did a
You did.
freshman varsity doubleheader, didn't? Maybe you weren't there.
That's when Jack was a freshman.
Yeah.
but-
Yep. I wonder who the heck
And
we
I
did it
had
with.
and I had no
You had nobody
no
there.
incentive to go there.
No. I wonder
'Cause
who
I didn't
the
have a kid plan.
wonder who we did it with then. I think Adam Mashevsky did the camera. I don't remember who the other one was.
Yeah, that's one of those deals, folks, where it's really difficult to find volunteers to
To just drive up
drive
three
up
plus
3+
hours.
hours to the Arctic.
And no matter what the temperature is here, it is cold there.
Amadon looking in the end zone for Burke. Nice throw off the fingertips. Well defended. Gave his receiver a shot at it, though. And off the outstretched hands of Charlie Burke, and the Old A's will take over.
I remember covering games up there when they played at the old UW Superior Stadium. And the lights up there, I don't know what kind of lights those were, but no matter what you did with your video, it turned out orange. And it was just it was ugly. It was real ugly. There, the posts from the lights were like maybe 5 yards off the field. So it was probably kind of dangerous to play on that field, but it wasn't fun covering because no matter what you did with your camera, the video was garbage. They play at a fairly new stadium right
Yeah.
at the high school now.
Yeah, it's really nice complex.
Fumble. Fallen on by number 22, that's Gilliland. Old Dave's keep possession. Yeah, I recall this from watching online. It looks like a nice setting they have there. And
It's a really nice setting. The field, the football field's nice. They've got turf softball right there. I think they've got turf baseball. So they've certainly spent some money. And obviously, being up there, you need turf for the spring, so you have a chance to be able to play on the fields.
yeah, we'll be up there a few times this year. We have to go back during basketball season as the Wildcats have a game in Superior on a Saturday, which will be fun.
Yeah.
In January.
In January. Just hope for good roads, right?
Lovely time of year to go up there.
And the UWRF Falcons open up there this year, so in basketball. So the Johnsons will be up there 3 times.
Another false start. Preston Bloodhart just checked in for safety, replacing Charlie Burke. He's number 18.
Well, clock's going, I think. Yep. Yeah, and you decided it's the end of the third quarter.
Yeah,
there we
I
go.
guess. He just said that's enough.
That's enough.
That 8 seconds would have gone off, so we're
Yeah.
calling it good.
All right, at the end of 3, your score, River Falls 15, Eau Claire Memorial 6 on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Bull, why don't you go through the third quarter stats?
Okay. Well, Wildcats scored.
Yeah.
Yep.
Memorial did not.
And Memorial didn't.
All right, thanks, guys.
So there was 7. Got 7 total points there, and there you go.
All right, there's your third quarter stats brought to you by the First National Bank of River Falls. First National Bank with locations in River Falls, Prescott, and on campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Wildcats scoring today, 4:53 left in the second quarter. It was a Riker O'Keefe 18-yard reception from Lane Amadon. Wildcats went for 2 and got it on a fake play. We believe it was a fake play anyway. A Chase Radloff reception from Riker O'Keefe, the holder, that made the score Wildcats 8, Memorial 0. Memorial came back with a long 60-plus yard pass reception by Zach Johnson to end the first half, cut the score to 8-6. They missed the 2-point conversion. And in the third quarter, with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left, a Max Hill-Miniak 1-yard run. Luke Anderson with the extra point that made the score Wildcats 15, Old Abe 6, and that's where we're at right now. Second and 10 to start the fourth quarter. Nice tackle that time by number 43, Caden Johnston.
I didn't see how he got in there, but boy, he got in real quick and
It's like he was in the huddle.
yeah, decisive play and took the guy down.
Well, that makes it third and about 11. Probably in two-down territory here with the clock at about 8.5 minutes left.
So they maybe throw it up to Zach Johnson here at some point.
Zach Johnson on the near side, number 14. Pass in and out of the hands of number 22. That's Grayson Gilliland. That makes it fourth down, and looks like the Old Days may be punting here.
Yeah. Watch fake. I'm sure they're going to talk about that.
Yep. Charlie Burke back to receive the apparent punt. They do have some receivers split on the near side that look like one of them's covered.
Yeah, I feel like we should get linebackers out a little bit maybe on that.
Yes. Well, they're going to kick away. Get away from it. Ball takes a Old Abe bounce and ends up stopping at the 48-yard line, putting the Wildcats in excellent field position with 8:04 left here in the fourth quarter.
You get to start to drive positive yards. It's always a good thing.
Yes. You can go down and get a score here, then you kind of just put this thing out of reach, I think. 2 scores right now.
Yep.
So I don't think Memorial's shown enough firepower to come back in this thing. But I could be wrong. Have been before.
Yeah. Their only touchdown has been on a long 60-plus yard reception by Zach Johnson.
You always have the threat of a turnover, though.
Yes.
That's true.
And that would swing it real
Especially
wide.
with the Cats.
That would go quick.
Yep. We've had a few. Yeah, nothing doing that time. Old Days loading the box, led by number 74, Malachi Simmons. We've called his name a few times today. Loss of about 2 yards, second and 12. Good part about that play is the clock keeps moving. 7:40 left here in the fourth quarter. If you're looking for some more Wildcat action tonight, the girls volleyball team will be on the network starting right around 7 p.m. at New Richmond. And
Yep, there
there's
you
an
go.
encroachment. Watch the ball, I heard from the other side of the field.
You keep doing that until it doesn't work.
Yeah. It's worked a couple times today. And the referee winds the clock. Might as well take your time here, right? Let's see. Hominiak nears the first down marker, just a bit short. Third and about 2 yards to go. Slow getting up is number 52, Caleb Loma. He's going to come out.
And he's a kid that's done a lot of damage on that blitz.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
He's been the one coming up the middle a couple of times in that first half and got sacks.
Third and 2. Amadon calling the signals. Rolls right. Looking for his receiver. Misfires, attempting to complete the pass to number 3, Luke Anderson. And that makes it 4th and 2. Stops the clock with 6:38 left here in the fourth quarter.
Hopefuls checking in.
What are you thinking here, guys?
I'd be tempted to punt, but it doesn't look like that's what their plan is.
I'd say they're hopeful here.
Okay.
Hopeful of getting 2 yards.
Can go on 3 here or what?
Yeah, that play usually works, doesn't it? Oh, almost.
Maybe let's take that. Don't call timeout. Oh, if you're going to punt it, I wouldn't have called timeout.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe they're not punting.
Timeout Wildcats. I believe that's their second timeout of the half. They
Hmm.
called a timeout the first play of the second half, I think.
Yeah, I
didn't
think
they?
you're right.
Well, thanks for hanging in there with us. A bit of a sloppy game, but Wildcats have made a couple more big plays than the Old Apes have so far this afternoon, and they lead it 15-6 here in the fourth quarter at Wildcat Field.
Well, the pasta must have been filling. I see the sophomores are back out on the field. Mason Novak's down there. And a bunch of the other guys down, so must have had their fill.
Big play here.
They are going to go for it. Hammond pitch to Hopeful. Gets around left end. He's got the first down and then some. Finally brought down inside the 25-yard line. First down, River Falls.
You know, we talk about Maximiliak breaking tackles. That was a real power run there by Hopeful as well. A couple guys had him basically stopped right on the edge of the sideline there, and he kind of just shed them and picked up another 8-9 yards there. And he stayed in bounds.
Yes, which we like to see. Hopeful. Does a nice job finding his hole inside. Good job by the Wildcat offensive line. Gain of about 7 yards, making it 2nd and 3.
That was that left side, that Vorwald, Landon Linder side. Plenty of room, and then Hopeful's kind of got that kind of Barry Sanders body to him, and that he's a little shorter than everybody else out there. He can kind of disappear behind those linemen. Hard to figure where he's coming from.
Yeah, and he does a good job keeping his balance, too. Making quick cuts inside like that.
No one's a hockey player, so used to needing balance.
Pass caught by Anderson inside the 5-yard line.
That was a one-handed catch.
Yes, it was. And that's another Wildcat first down.
First and goal. Looks like it's about the 3-yard line.
Well, imagine we'll get a few runs up the middle here. Cole Dykes in at fullback. Leads the way for Helminiak. And he gets about half of it, down to the 1.
Clock continues to roll now under 4:45, 2nd and goal.
Wildcats taking their time, bleeding the clock here. Helminiak. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nothing going up the middle, and he jump cuts to the right and finds the pay dirt.
Max Helminiak with the touchdown makes the score. River Falls 21. Oakland Memorial 6. Max's second touchdown of the day. Luke Anderson in for the extra point attempt. Snap. Hold. Kick. Good. Crushed it.
Yeah, all you got to do is get it over, right?
Yeah, it was. The snap was kind of behind the holder.
Yep.
O'Keefe did a good job of getting the ball down, and I'm sure that messed up the timing, but they got it through. That's all that matters, right?
That's exactly right.
Makes the score 22-6.
That 43-yarder, I know you guys were saying maybe good from 50. Another yard out, I don't think that
No,
No, I don't think so either.
that was barely over the crossbar.
That would not have been good from 21.
Thanks, Leroy Larson. Said the game might be a little bit sloppy, but you guys are top notch. Thanks, Leroy. Appreciate you tuning in.
Leroy might have the sound down.
He might, yeah. Maybe he's just talking about the camera work.
Mm-hmm.
That could be.
We appreciate you tuning in, Leroy.
He watches a lot of
Yeah.
Wildcat sports.
Yep. We might hear from him tomorrow night, too. Wildcats kick off. Luke Anderson. Boy, that's a... Whoa. He almost decapitated the Eau Claire Memorial. Right off his helmet, but picked up by Zach Johnson. He's run out of bounds about the 35-yard line. Wow. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day.
No, not that
That
often.
is a line drive kick. Definition of it.
Yep. Right off the melon. Right in the grill.
So we do have a few more subs going into the game here now.
16-point game with 4:07 left.
Jacob Hutchins is in, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Derek Berry. Preston Bloodhart. And there's
And?
Jacob Hutchins right
Yeah,
there.
nice tackle by Hutchins there.
Got Sawyer Dice in the game. David Stapleton. Max Dolman. Not sure who. I don't know who 53 is. I don't see him on here. Did I miss that one?
53 is not in our program.
No.
He might have had his jersey stolen, too.
Maybe.
Lauscher.
Big running back Lauscher.
Finally brought down by
34 and 7.
7 is Xander Helverson. 34 is Derek Berry. All things considered, you got a big guy running at you like that. That's a pretty good job of getting them to the ground.
You get low, you wrap the legs, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
You're not going to want to tackle a guy like that high. He's going to take you for a ride.
3rd and 5. Under 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Cats lead it by 16. Pass in and out of the hands of the Old Abe receiver, number 9, Jackson Zuliger. And that makes it 4th and 5.
Like maybe 26 going to the game. Noah Mitro. Alex Vogler's in there. Yeah, 22.
Holmberg. Back to pass. Pass caught.
Zach Johnson again.
Zach Johnson with the first down for the Old Abes. He's their go-to guy.
Mr. Old Reliable for them. See Carson Plurd, number 17, checking in. Low snap.
Holmberg cuts up the middle. Shoestring tackle that time by number 7,
Xander Halverson.
Xander Helverson.
Number 25, Ian Houth, is also in the game now. Just checked in.
Under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Cats lead it 22-6 over Eau Claire Memorial. Zach Johnson on the near side here. Pass to the other side. He's got a receiver open. Caught. Inbounds by number 9. That is Jackson Zuliger, and that's a first down for the Old Abes.
There was a lot of arc on that pass.
Sure was.
Right
Oh.
over the shoulder and kind of
Yeah.
created the basket, and great catch.
Yeah, effective.
Leon Most just checked in for the Wildcats.
You hear a lot of noise from the other side of the field. The Old Abes are still fighting here.
I like the fact their sidelines into it. Something I'd like to see some of our upper level teams do.
Yeah, I agree. Pass up in the air, intended for Johnson. Broken up that time. Nice play by number 34 for River Falls. That is Derek Berry.
And he's played really well in this drive. Couple big plays.
Derek Berry playing corner for the Cats. 2nd and 10, 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Zach Johnson, I think we'll always point him out because they go to him nearly every play. He's on the near side. Instead, pass in the slot intended for number 22. That is Grayson Gilliland, but that falls incomplete.
From that play numerous times today, too, where they send Johnson deep and Gillen and comes out in just a 5-yard out and been open. It's been open quite a bit.
3rd and 10. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. Gilliland in the slot.
He's
They go to
open
him again. Brought down again by the aforementioned Derek Berry. Another solid play by Berry.
Yeah, let's get the ball out in space and hope to break a tackle or two. And when the guy makes the tackle, that's typically the outcome. You're just hoping to break something open out in space there. And nice job, open field tackle by Berry.
Makes it 4th and 8. Last chance here for the Old Abes. Into the end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended for Zuliger. The Wildcats will take over on downs. 45 seconds left here in the game. Cats lead 22-6. Well, I'd say a good effort by the Cats after a bit of a slow start.
Mm-hmm.
Good strong finish. Solid effort defensively. Just gave up the one big play, and Cats will come out of this with a 3-0 record in the Big Rivers Conference, 3-1 overall, as they make the long trek to Superior next Friday. And at quarterback right now is number...
I think we got too many guys in the backfield.
Who's in at quarterback?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
I think that's still Amadon.
It's still Amadon. He takes the knee. They may have to run one more. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to do one more here.
Yep. And again, your final score, River Falls 22, Memorial 6. Couple of big events coming up on the network tonight, 7 p.m. If you want to watch some girls volleyball, River Falls will travel to New Richmond to take on the Tigers. That's a 7 p.m. start. And then tomorrow night, varsity football, the Wildcats hope to get back on track, get their first Big Rivers Conference victory and their 3rd overall of the year as they face the Old Abes from Eau Claire Memorial at David Smith Stadium tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So pregame show will start right around 6:45. So until then, on behalf of Bo Herstein, Chris Larson, I am Jeff Johnson signing off here on the River Falls Sports YouTube Network. Thanks for watching.